And we are live. Hello, my friends. My name is Evelyn Joy, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we welcome Cyndi and her mom, Jan.
Hello.
My friend Cyndi has a YouTube channel. It's Cyndi Pummer on YouTube. And lately, I've been interviewing Outschool teachers, and Cyndi told me her mom teaches on Outschool. So, everybody, welcome Jan.
Hello. Hello.
So, Jan, when did you start teaching on Outschool?
I started in about the middle of July, so I'm fairly new at this.
Very cool. So what types of classes do you teach?
I teach mainly geared at elementary school. So I've got math ones for the younger children and modified ones for the older children who were supposed to learn it when they were younger but didn't. And so it's to build up their confidence and make them feel better about school. I also teach some ventriloquism. That's right. We do some ventriloquism. And sign up. I'll give you a lesson.
What I do is I always cover my face when my puppet talks. So, how are you today? He always says that I'm in the background and he's covering up my mouth, so I don't have to not move my mouth.
Well, this is my favorite puppet, and he also will help me with my teaching my math classes. Yes, I do all the time. Okay.
With VIP Kid and Outschool, I've noticed that when the puppet shows up, the students like pay more attention, right? They grab it. It's attention grabbing, right?
Yes. Not with the older kids, though. That's true. The older kids go, oh.
I think they like it. Well, I mostly use it with younger kids, but yeah. I sometimes I have I teach Spanish on Outschool, so sometimes we'll talk about animal names. So I have different friends that show up. So this is Sam. He's a chimpanzee, but I usually
love Sam.
That's awesome.
Hello, Sam.
Awesome.
So Sam, he likes bananas. So he'll usually, it's funny, he speaks English in my VIP Kid classes, but he speaks Spanish in my Spanish classes. ¿Verdad que sí? Claro que sí, que solo hablo español. I don't keep him up for very long because it gets old quick, but he just is in for a little bit.
Beautiful
He
puppet.
is a beautiful puppet, yeah. And you worked him well.
Mm-hmm. My friend, he's a full size,
yeah,
and everything. My friend, Psalm, her name's Psalm, like Psalm from the Bible.
Yeah.
I went to college with her, and she posted on. I have a group of friends on Facebook, and she posted puppets. She said, "I know a lot of you are online teachers. Would you like a puppet?" And that was one of them. And I was like, "I really like the chimpanzee," and she said, okay. She said, I that's the one I'm closest to, but I never use it, so you could put it to better use. I'm like, I promise I'll take good care of him. So she sent him to me, so that was really, really kind.
That's great.
Yeah.
Some of the puppets that the kids come up with when they're taking the ventriloquist class, you know, some of them are just elaborate things with arms that move and everything, and some of them are a little sock they put on their hand, But we teach both kinds.
Yeah, I made my kids. There was a VIP Kid teacher that made a video of how to make sock puppets. So I made a bunch of fun sock puppets for my kids, and I built them a puppet stage outside. It's on our front porch, so that I can sit on the porch swing and relax, and they can do puppet shows for me.
That's great. Yeah, we have a little cardboard one that we made, but it's inside.
Very nice.
In Texas, it's too hot to be outside.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I've lived in Texas before. Very cool. Okay, so you teach about ventriloquism and math. Was there anything else?
Yeah, I do writing, how to revise to a great paragraph. So they teach them how to write a normal paragraph and then how to make it excellent. You know, what they have to do to up their game on that.
Well, is it like complex sentences and adding adjectives, or a little bit more than
adding adjectives, vivid verbs, having a grabber, something to grab someone's attention so that they want to read it. And there's like 3 ways you can do that. And one of my students, her mom said that she just really did not want to take the class. She did not want to take. She hates writing. And afterwards, she's, oh, I love this, and she wanted to. She got excited. That's the same with math too, especially with some of the older students. They see, hey, I can do this. This is fun. I want to do this some more. So
I remember freshman year of high school, I had a science teacher who always, she wouldn't tell us what was coming. She would surprise us and do science experiments in front of us, and we didn't know what was coming, and it would be like amazing things would happen and stuff. So she made science interesting and exciting, and I think you can do that with any subject, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. A lot of my students come board Spanish class and they leave encouraged that they can learn a language, right? So
very good.
Yeah. So what time of day do you teach?
What time of day? I've gotten so that I teach at 4 and 5 o'clock. I have just 2 classes in the evening, because I'm a substitute teacher in brick and mortar. So I never know when I'm going to get called. And 4 o'clock is about the earliest I can do. And Cyndi there is using the computer early in the morning for VIP kids. So that's it. About 4, 5, maybe 6 o'clock.
Very cool. Very cool. Do you guys?
On Saturdays though too. Sometimes I'll fill up my whole Saturday with possible classes, or holidays with possible classes. Doesn't mean they get signed up for, because kids want to play on the weekends and holidays.
That's true. Yeah. So which class times or class subjects have been more successful at getting students?
I think my math ones have been more successful, especially the one learning your math times tables.
Oh.
Yeah, and when we cover all 121 of them in 40 minutes, it's really pretty good. And I like teaching the older kids the same thing, because if they were like me, when I had to learn my multiplication tables, my parents gave me a stack of flashcards that thick and said, here, memorize these. I lost them in my closet. So I teach easier ways to get it. That are manageable.
Mm-hmm. Do you do the finger trick for 9s?
Yeah, we do that. And so many others. Counting by 2s, counting by 5s. And there's one that just blows them away entirely. It's 8 times 7.
8 times 7?
8 times 7. That is the one fact that I went to a math conference, and all of the teachers and the instructors, they all said that's the one fact that adults and kids have a hard time remembering. So I tell them a way they can remember it, and they just go, whoa. And it's really exciting to see them coming out of their faces.
So 7 times 8.
A Gmail has just arrived.
Oh gosh.
I'm thinking 7 times 8 is 56. I think am I wrong?
No, you're correct.
I'm correct. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
You weren't supposed to give it away, but yeah, that's it. 5, 6, 7, 8.
How about 8 times 8? Do you have one for that one?
Yes, because it's in my doubles. I do a little rap, poem, chant, whatever, with Ducky here. Yeah, I help. And we go through all the doubles, 1 times 1 through 10 times 10. Yeah, we do it all the time. And we do it several times so they can memorize it. Yeah, it's good. Okay.
That's awesome. I learned 8 times 8 by I ate and I was sick for 4 days.
Oh, I love that.
8 times 8 before. You haven't one before?
Here's one that's kind of fun. 4 times 4 is sweet 16. Okay.
Ah.
Boys aren't wild about that, so I just let them say, okay, you can't drive a 4x4 until you're 16 and get your license.
There you go. Awesome. I learned 7 times 7. Somebody told me that there's a sports team. I think maybe football. That's the 49ers. The 49ers.
Yes.
I've never heard that team, but just knowing that fact helped me remember it. So.
Yes. Oh, and Ducky doesn't like it when I say 7 times 7 is 49. Go Niners! Yeah, he said, what? And some of the kids will say, go Cubbies or something.
No. whatever state they're in, right?
Yeah.
Very cool. So you do 4 and 5. So what prices do you set your classes at, and how many students do you have in your classes usually?
I allow 1 to 5 students in my class. Even if I have 1, I will teach that 1. Because if that's what they want to do, then that's what I want to do. And I charge $10 for a class, and it's usually about a 40-minute class, except for the tutoring, and that's $1 a minute. That's the standard for that.
That's wonderful. Very good. Well, thank you so much for letting me interview you. I can't think of any more questions.
Is there anything you wanted to let people know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I used to be a clown for 15 years.
Oh, wow.
So that kind of creeps in every once in a while. And I'm starting to do a class now of not just a Halloween clown, teaching kids about the 3 different types of clowns and how to do their makeup and costume and the different personalities. And that, I'm looking forward to that. I haven't started teaching that yet, but I just put it up there it's coming up because October's coming. And also juggling with scarves, which are not really scarves, they're grocery bags. Plastic grocery bags, yeah. So it's something that they've got around the house.
I still don't know how to juggle. So should I start with grocery bags?
You're too old to take the class, but get your child to take the class and you can be looking over their shoulder.
Do you teach 6-year-olds at all?
6-year-olds are not really good at juggling.
Yeah.
They need to be like 4th grade, 3rd at the lowest.
Well, no, I mean, when I learned scarves,
Yeah.
I think I was a 3rd grade probably, yeah.
3rd grade, maybe.
3rd grade.
Yeah. Couple more years.
Very cool. That's so fun. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for letting me interview you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Ducky.
Ducky's got to come up and say goodbye.
Goodbye, goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.
Check out Women Doing Homework's channel on YouTube. Thank you.
Bye.